So I'm going to be breaking down the road to UFC Singapore episode 1. So starting off with a non-tournament bout, we have Peter Danixu versus Antuma Demburel from Mongolia. In this fight, I got this fight going to Peter Danixu. I was really impressed with him on his performance. I rewatched it. He got a nice flying knee against an undefeated Singaporean fighter. And yeah, I like his striking a lot more than Tuma Demburel. I didn't even think Tumbarel beat Tupe Kiwara, the Thai guy he fought. I didn't actually think he won that. I thought he got out damaged in that fight. He's got good wrestling, but his striking is very sloppy. But yeah, I like Danasu to get this fight done, and I think the winner of this fight should get a UFC contract. They've both fought in non-tournament bouts, so I think it's about time the UFC give the winner of this fight a contract. I think that would be fair at this point. And then, but yeah, I think Danasu will get this fight done by TKO. I like his striking. He's got really nice striking. He's got an interesting nickname, the Asian Viking. I'm pretty sure they said that he's half Danish, half Thai. So yeah, very interesting nickname. Seems like a cool personality. But yeah, I got Peter Danasu getting this one done by TKO. And then moving on, we have Rui Tuzara versus Mark Lamako. So we got a Japanese fighter versus an American Filipino, a Filipino American, I should say. And I'm gonna go with the Japanese fighter Rui. I'm gonna go with Rai. I'll just call him Rai. I really like his ground game. He looked really dominant in his fight on the first road to UFC against Ronald Sehan. Like, honestly, just dominated him. And this guy looks like what's it called? He doesn't look like a fighter by any means, but this guy's dominant on the ground. He looks even younger than he is. He looks like a teenager, but this guy is fucking nasty on the ground. Really dominant. Klamako is good, but I really like Rye. What I seen out of Rye. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Rye to get this one done by submission. And then we got Zark Yi versus Sungwoo Kim. So Sungwoo Kim is a really underrated fighter. Like, generally really underrated. He actually has a win over Jack Jenkins. The Australian featherweight, which that's like a really good win. I think he's really underrated here. And Ya Yi got a nice armbar win. He was actually a quarterfinalist. He actually made it to the finals. Sorry, he actually fought on a UFC card. This guy's just a dominant wrestler, but he doesn't really do much damage in his fights. Like, against Young Zhu Li, he did no damage with the takedowns here. I like Sungwoo Kim here to get this done as an underdog. This guy's nasty. This guy's a really underrated fighter. I think he gets this one done. Has beat better level of competition. Beating Jack Jenkins is like no joke. That's a really good win to have. So I'm going to go with Sungwoo Kim to get this one done. And then moving on, we have a flyweight fight. We have Sung-Guk Chu versus his nickname's Little King Kong. His name is Jin Yusha Yu. This whole video is just going to be me trying to pronounce all these names probably. But I'm going to take Sung-Guk Chu here. He's a pretty underrated fighter. He was winning on the final of Road to UFC, but he got caught in a submission in the third round. But yeah, he hasn't he's fought good level of competition. Doesn't have bad losses. Hung Soo Park where he was winning, and then he did get dominated by Steve Erceg. But Steve Erceg is a beast and is the 14th ranked flyweight in the world. So there's no shame there losing to Steven Erceg. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Sung Guk Choi getting this one done. And then we have a featherweight fight with Kaiwin Lee versus Kyota Kanda. I'm gonna go with Kaiwan Lee here. He's a beast. This guy's an animal out there. This guy is nasty. He's the fucking knockout threat and a half. His fight was really exciting against Catalu. He came out there, fucking runs out, kicks him in the body, just beats him. I think this guy has star potential too if he wins this tournament. I can see this guy being a real fun fighter to have around in the UFC. And he looks like a badass. He is a scary looking motherfucker. He's got a lot of tattoos. He fights scary. He looks scary. He probably talks scary. He has intense face-offs. I like this guy, and I think he's going to get this one done by KO. Yeah, this guy's nasty. Kaiwan Lee. His losses were in one. Martin Nugent isn't a bad loss to have, especially at the time when he was a lot younger back then. He was like 22 years old. And then one of his losses was by a legal strike, so he got DQ'd. So you can't use that against him. And then one of his losses was against Fabricio D'Andre, who is a beast and I think beat John Lineker recently. So yeah, let me double check that. Yeah, he actually beat John Lineker, so that's not a bad loss to have it by any means. So yeah, I got Kaiwan Lee getting this one done. And I think he'll get this one done by KOing Kyota Kanda. So yeah, thank you for listening to my Road to UFC episode 1 predictions. I'll do episode 2 predictions as well, of course. I can't wait to break down the fight. I can't wait to break down Quillan Salkild's fight against Jae Hoon Park. I'm very excited for that fight, of course. Always got to do my research for the Australian fighters, so I'm very excited to break that fight down. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, put on the notifications, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.